Well folks, it's almost football season. It means I'll be seeing NFL action pretty soon. With the preseason coming up really soon, I thought it would be cool to give my predictions for the AFC division. Now next video will be the NFC division. These will be quick predictions. I'm not going to go into the team's full schedule, but we'll mention a few of their strength of schedule and whether they'll make the playoffs or not. Also, all background music used in this video will be linked in a playlist. And with that out of the way, let's get into some predictions. Alright, so let's begin with some people call the toughest division in football, the AFC West. To begin, I have the Chiefs winning the division, going 14-3 and getting the 2 seed in the playoffs, followed by the LA Chargers going 10-7. And spoiler, I have a few teams going 10-7 this season. Now for the Chargers, they will get the 6th seed in the playoffs. Now the Raiders, I have them going 8-9 because of some of the challenging teams they have to face. In last place, I have the Denver Broncos going 2-15, which currently makes them the worst team in the league. I don't see them getting better this season. Overall, I think the AFC West will be a pretty competitive division this year. Now, I was very surprised about this prediction I did for the AFC North. As for this year, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the division, going 10-7 and clinching the 3 seed in the playoffs. Next up, I have the Baltimore Ravens going 9-8 and clinching the 7th seed, which surprised me because I initially had them winning the division. But looking at their schedule, they have some tough opponents. Now, many people are going to disagree with this next one, but I have the Bengals going 9-8 and barely missing the playoffs. Again, the schedule and opponents just led me that. And finally, Cleveland will go 4-13, and in my opinion, they have a hard schedule as well. But I feel like they're not going to have a good offense, and Miles Garrett is not going to carry this team this year. The AFC North, according to my prediction, will be still as tough as it was last year. The AFC East is interesting to me this year because of the New York Jets adding Aaron Rodgers, but we'll get to them in a little bit. Who will win the division? I have the Buffalo Bills going 15-2 and will get the 1 seed in the playoffs. For next place, that will be the Miami Dolphins, but the developing defense, which I'm a little nervous for, I see the offense carrying this team, going 12-5 and securing the 5 seed in the playoffs. Okay, here's where things get interesting, because I had the Patriots going 5-12. I just don't see the offense is going to do, especially their opponents look to be a huge problem for them. Now for the New York Jets, I'm going to call Han Solo.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Now, why am I thinking this? Because I picked them to go 5-12. I feel like this team will be like the Russell Wilson situation all over again. The AFC East looks to be very interesting this season. It will be interesting to see how things unfold. This is probably one of the worst divisions in the AFC. So how does the AFC South do? Well, I have the Jaguars going 10-7 and getting the 4th seed in the playoffs. I feel like they have a hard schedule, but I feel like the Jags can pull it off. Now, the rest of the division is a train wreck. The Titans will go 8-9 and almost make the playoffs, but won't because of one game. The Colts are still a disaster and will go 5-12, but this will be a rebuild year for the Colts, as they have a new quarterback. The Texans are struggling and will go 3-14, with them being the 2nd worst team in the AFC. I do feel like the AFC South can be a competitive division, but at this time, I am not too confident in the ability of these teams, other than the Jags, of course. So these are my predictions for the AFC this year. Some of this might be stretched, especially the AFC East predictions and AFC North predictions, but these are just predictions. I'll leave the link in the website I use to help me make my predictions below. Now to the NFC next video. See you guys next video, and peace out.